Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for May 9th, 2021, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you can picture yourself in a way that we don't see ourselves because we're so attached to the physical aspect. But picture, as you traverse this planet, that you are an ocean of love. And that is your pureness. That is what you are made of. And that everywhere you flow, you are completely immersing all the parts of you in the love that you are. So when you move in this way and understand that that's what all the parts of you are, it's when we get to a point where we know we're not the body, but yet so many are still attached to thinking that the body is pretty much all there is. And I think this becomes kind of confusing for many on this planet because we don't know that we are love. We believe that we must find love. We have to go out there and find love. But when you're love, we all are, what's there to look for? You see how we externalize things and we don't really pay hardly much attention at all to the love that we are. And this involves full circle forgiving every aspect of the darkest, most hidden aspects inside you. And you actually be effortless to see yourself as the divine. Because all that we all are, really and truly, when we discover who and what we are love. The soul, the pure consciousness, is love. And it circulates and branches out to all the pieces of us, all the parts of us, which is all of us. Because we're all different facets of ourselves, part of each other. And we're in this flow of ease and divineness. But it's for us to discover it. Now, you would think that billions upon billions were discovering it right now, and they were understanding that they are the love. Always have been, always will be, ever, beyond, and forever. We're nothing else. Now people say, well, I thought we were a soul. We are. What's the soul made of? Love. What's pure consciousness made of? Love. So we come into these bodies because one of the things is to learn about who and what we are. Because you really only do it in physical form. You discover what it is that you are, and you discover and understand that you are not the body. Well, if I'm not the body, what am I? You're the soul. You're pure love. You're God. We're all gods, and we make up the one God. We're collective consciousness. All the pieces of the collective consciousness, which we all are, make up the collective consciousness. And what is the collective consciousness? love. But it's not uniform, see. There are parts of us that aren't aware that everything is love. So as we're on this endless journey, we continue to discover that every single piece of us is love. And that we are divine. Now imagine that each of us, as one, can move energy into form, create it into reality, or manifest our destiny. And this isn't about working harder all life long to achieve some far-fetched materialistic goal and luxurious dream. It's really about discovering something that's very deep, much deeper than that. And it reveals the most empowering spiritual purpose of our lives, which makes our hearts zing with passion to be alive. And knowing what our life's destiny is instantly ignites a creative spark in our souls, which feels as if we're receiving sacred directions from the God. We feel this alignment with our life purpose. And in doing so, we don't have to try to enjoy our lives. Yet the joy of being alive comes from every breath we take. Now, we're all naturally manifesting abundance along this path because this is a great joy, and it is a powerful magnet attracting the highest possible outcomes that we can imagine. And right now, if any of us could choose our life's mission on this earth, what would you want it to be? What would you want right now, if you could choose, your life's mission on this earth, this planet? What would you want it to be? Now, we all know this, is that when we're doing what we love to do each day, we are in love with why we are here. And we also know there is no right or wrong answer. There are just experiences. And as to what makes our heart sing, whatever it is that truly makes your heart sing is the right answer. This is a joy of doing. Doing will bring us massive energy to fulfill our greatest destiny and attract a prosperous, healthy lifestyle along the way. An understanding to discovering the purpose of your life. And one avenue originates from an ancient yogic teaching. The method is to find a place and a time where you can become completely quiet and get in contact with your core essence. In other words, your God. All alone, dropping into the silent core and still center at your being. Your destiny will reveal itself to you on its own accord. It has no other choice. So when the mind is completely silent, you understand what you're doing here? You're stepping out of the mind. The entire universe becomes crystal clear. it feels as if all the clouds in the night skies have disappeared. And each of us can see the billions of galaxies of stars above us. And in this super expansive state, we then realize many important things. And most often, the first thing that we realize is that we are the master of our mind. We see how we are the only one who is behind our minds. And we're able to direct it wherever we want it to go. We begin understanding how to relax into ourselves. And then we choose the thoughts that we want to think. We begin seeing this world as a school for the soul, where each event and relationship we create is an opportunity for more enlightenment, spiritual growth, and energetic evolution. When we begin choosing our destiny in this life, our consciousness is increased to a higher degree. In this space, negative thoughts and negative people cannot touch us. They simply do not enter our field. We only attract and experience higher vibrational experiences because we're only entertaining those thoughts which contain the most positive, loving, healthy, blissful, and fun creative feelings. Now, it can actually feel like that we are living in heaven on earth. We are living in heaven on earth, which lets us know we are on track and living out our soul's true destiny. Now, what would you think the result of choosing to think only positive thoughts is? Immense. We impact others with our positive field in such a way that they start carving out new positive pathways in their brains. They start magnetizing more positive, loving people and experiences in their world. And the good vibes contagiously spread around our communities. We change this planet by changing ourselves. Our inner world will always reflect into our outer world. And this realization is the awakening process. It makes ordinary life feel quite magical. We know there will always be those people who take longer to open up and believe they have the power to manifest any destiny they desire. These people simply are not fully educated about the science of manifesting yet. They just don't understand that they live in a divine, all-intelligent universe. So they tend to feel powerless and a need to have control of people and their environment. A need to have control of people and their environment. So, how do we deal with these stuck, challenging people? We have compassion for these poor, immature souls, for they have a very long, arduous lifetime of learning how to let go of control and then trust life Life is intelligent and will challenge them with the perfect circumstances that will eventually wake them up in this lifetime or the next. Give them enough time, and it is destined to happen. It cannot not. It's good to know that the universal law of attraction, manifesting, moving energy into form created in reality, is actually a very real science today, which quantum physicists at this very moment on this planet have documented proof and are adding more that thoughts are real things. And we know the most successful people in the world didn't reach their dreams by chance. They simply knew how to consistently redirect their energy and consciousness towards their dreams, to magnetize their desires into the physical world. There's so much that in this life, all of us who have become awakened are learning. We learn that living in the mind is utterly, truly, and completely exhausting. It's a good thing that there are many ways to get off, to get out of the mind. And with each of these thoughts slamming into us, you may notice that we have the choice to react to them or just watch them sail by. I choose to watch them sail by. But every once in a while, there's one that'll stick to you, you know. By reacting to all of the crazy mind chatter, we will be thrown back into the tornado of this life. Now, if we choose instead to sit back from our minds and become the observers, we will discover that we can create a comfortable distance from every thought that passes by. Now, if you're too close to it, the chances are it will stick to you. So you got to have a good distance. And finding this observer that's in each and every one of us is where we become the master of the winds of our psyche. I set the intention right now to recognize the personal nature of our typical storm. Now, we may notice what are the concerns, responsibilities, and fears created by our minds. And how are they truly an illusion? There's really nothing that has to be done. We are connected with existence, and that is enough. We don't have to do anything or be someone special to continue to exist. Our minds may believe that something important needs to get done or else you will die. Yet this is the type of fear-based thinking that creates those 300-mile-an-hour winds and a hurricane lifestyle. The reality is that you, are complete, whole, and truly perfect, exactly as we are now in this very moment. We don't have to do a thing to be perfect. We were born divine. No matter what happens in the chaotic outer world, our divine inner nature will always remain untouched, undamaged, and complete. Try to believe this for at least 24 hours. Believe it. Through your heart minds. For at least 24 hours and see what happens. And you no longer have to suffer in this storm. You can find the oasis of calm that lies at the middle of each moment. The secret is to learn how to quiet the mind and reconnect with your divine nature. Now, the easiest way to do this is to remain present to what is. Present to what is. Now, this can be mastered through learning meditation. The more you meditate, the more you realize that you are not your mind and that you are infinite and untouched by any winds blowing around you. Just like we do every day. Practicing meditation means simply sitting in silence. That's what it is. Watching the crazy mind chatter as it comes and goes. It is like sitting and watching the distant clouds move across the peaceful blue sky background. We are all true, eternal essence. It is the blue sky, and your thoughts are the clouds. The more that we observe these thoughts without buying into them or getting caught up in them, the more we detach and find this vast infinite stillness inside of us all. And over time, we will be able to recognize the silliness of getting caught in the mind and become truly freed from its grasp. It will definitely, most definitely, be a glorious day when we remain centered no matter what crazy storm is brewing around us. Picture that day for every one of us. Slow down whatever action you're doing and be more present in the experience. People don't know this, but you can be walking and meditate. You can do eating meditation, drinking meditation, non-alcohol, of course, showering meditation, or even doing the dishes meditation. You just don't give up on training the mind to find peace inside. And it will be worth everything in the end. Now, if we have become so fixated on our thoughts that slowing down doesn't work, then it's time to use stronger disciplinary measures. You can try several times a day at random. Take a deep breath into your body. It's okay to take a deep breath right now. And before you exhale, whisper the message, stop, into your mind. Release the breath and let your body become solid and completely still, like a stone statue. Let the breathing slow way down to where you may even stop breathing for a few moments and explore this stillness. Show the mind that you are the boss here, and let the frozen-like energy cease all physical activity inside. And when the body finds stillness, the mind will soon follow. It cannot not. Just let everything come to a complete halt and bring your attention inside on who or what is looking. Now, it may take only 30 seconds or more to find the calm, present, eternal observer. And these moments are worth the price of finding peace in the center of your cyclone. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, I'm sure we all are, the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. You're mindful, you work on this all the time, relaxing the body, letting things go, releasing things. All parts, all the stresses, all the fears, all the worries, no matter how long you've been dragging them through life, let them go. Because you see, the body is not you, but it carries you so you can experience the physical form and the outer world. So you can kind of picture as you're watching, because you watch the body in its relaxation, lean into you, which is the God. So in a way, you're holding the body, cradling it. And the body is at complete ease, totally relaxed. Not a care in the world, no stresses, no fears, no anxieties. Then we move into the now. And the now is all we have, all we will ever have. It stills the mind. It stills the subconscious mind. It stills the ego mind. We leave them alone. The now is the space between heartbeats. It is the moment that we're in right now. Then it becomes the past. No more. Now, we all have memories. Memories are great. Some memories are good. Other memories we don't really care to have with us. So most of the time we visit the good memories. We reminisce. It's fun. Nostalgic. But we don't do that 24/7. We do it, feels good, and then we leave it. Those are stored in our subconscious mind. But some of us will go into the past. Picture that past however you see it. I see it as an elephant graveyard. Old carcasses and bones everywhere. It's dank and it's misty and foggy and you can't see really anything. And you know that everything is inert. It isn't alive. But some of us stay there for a very long time. And we end up bringing that past into a future that doesn't exist, and we create that future from that past, and we relive that past in that future. And we find ourselves saying, why is it whatever I do, no matter what I do in this life, it seems like I always end up in the same place? Others of us, wondering and dreaming is absolutely great. But some of us will go into a future that doesn't exist because we create the future in the now. And we'll wander. Not wonder, but wander. Wander aimlessly into a future that doesn't exist, asking ourselves, why hasn't this happened? Why hasn't that happened? When is this going to happen? And you ever notice that when we do that, all those things don't happen? Because it's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. Because we haven't created it in the now yet. Well, how do we stay in the now? Because those thoughts, tens of thousands of them, which most of them aren't ours, they're thoughts of others. When these bodies were maturing, all the noise, all the communication, all the stuff, all of those outside of us, and we absorbed all of those thoughts. But they're not ours. But still the same, I think we've all experienced this because none of us are exempt for it. We're doing something, we're focused on something, and then we float off. It's just like, and we're almost oblivious to it, but we float off. But imagine when you're conscious about it, it's not a negative. And you're conscious about it, you say, okay, I'm floating off. It's not a big deal. I'll just focus on my breath. And I can guarantee you, every time you focus on your breath, you will be in the now. And our breath is super powerful. It's omnipotently powerful. It is divine positive energy, and it literally sustains the vessel that the soul is in. Now, the God, the pure consciousness, the soul, powers this body that we're in. And so it creates the breath that sustains the body and to allow the soul to be in the body. It focuses us, relaxes us, eases us, centers us, strengthens us. You focus on it, you'll be in the now. Every time you wander off, focus on your breath, you'll be in the now. Doesn't matter where you're at. Focus on the breath, you'll be in the now. Now you watch, remember, you're watching or viewing the body as the God that you are. Body's relaxed. You're holding it in your arms. And you notice that you see, and the mind is stilled, the ego is stilled, the subconscious is stilled. Total peace. The chatter is gone. But you notice that there are these, looks like 7 wheels of light running through the center of the body. And they're really vibrant color. 7 different colors. So deep of colors that you wouldn't see them here on this planet. Now, they're not something that you can reach in, pick up, and juggle with and carry with you. They're etheric. They're the spiritual plane. And what are they exactly? They're called chakras, energy vortexes. But you, the God, flows through those energy vortexes, those 7 colored wheels of light. Now, sometimes you, the God, the prana, the chi, you can be blocked from flowing easily through the body. Why is that? Why does that happen? Well, we look at the red wheel of light, which is the first chakra, and it's at your tailbone. And it deals with our survival. Money, food. And guess what it's blocked by? It's called the Muladhara, root chakra. It is blocked by fear. You ever notice when a group of people get together and they're in a wilderness setting or situation and it's everyone depends on each other to stay alive? And then those who panic through fear usually don't survive. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, which is the sacral chakra, the Vadasthana. This is our sexuality and our pleasure. It's how to accept others and new experiences. It's connected to our reproductive organs, our kidneys, our bowels, our immune system. But what blocks it? Guilt. Guilt blocks it. Then we move to the yellow wheel of light. This is the solar plexus chakra. It's in our upper abdomen, in the stomach area. Manipura. This is our personal power, our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives. This is our self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. Our physical associations, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, and skin. What blocks it? Shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the anahata. This is our ability to love. Of course, it's center of the chest, just above the heart. What are our emotional issues? Love, joy, and inner peace. Physical association is heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. Now, what blocks it? What blocks the heart chakra, the anahata? Grief. Grief blocks it. Grief removes the love. Then we move to the blue wheel of light. Throat chakra, the Vishuddha. It is our ability to communicate. It's in the throat. Communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth. Thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, vocal cords. And what blocks it? It deals with truth, and it is blocked by lies. Then we move to the indigo wheel of light. This is the third eye chakra, the ajna. It's right between the eyebrows. This is our intuition. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Our physical associations, pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. What blocks it? Illusion blocks it. And then the top, the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This is our direct connection to the divine, the God within the body, the highest chakra, fully connected spiritually. Our emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality and pure bliss. Our physical association, pineal gland, brain, and nervous system. And what blocks it? What blocks this cosmic energy? Ego attachment blocks it. We take this energy that we are, we, the God, flow through these vortexes. Divine, God, force, love, light, energy. So we're at the top of the head. Of course, our divine positive energy, our breath, has joined the God. And so we set at the top of the head. And we compress and condense these into pure, omnipotently powerful liquid energy. And we do this by holding them just briefly. We are God, we are one, and we are love. And when we do this, we pour it over our pineal glands. Pineal gland, as we all know, is very important to us who are in these physical bodies. Now, none of us have a fully functioning, healthy, vibrant pineal gland yet. We will. And it connects us to all the particles of existence. So you pour this omnipotently powerful liquid energy over your pineal gland. It immediately turns into me. I look at it as a green ball, rosebud, and it transforms immediately into a fully blossomed rose, massive with multicolored petals. And it was just an absolutely phenomenal fragrance. And it sends out constant shimmering waves that saturate me head to toe, inside and out, with the the deepest eternal love, gratitude, and peace. It is completely freeing. It is absolutely phenomenal. There aren't words in our spoken language that can compare to it. And then I discover that it is me, that it is the God that I am, that it is a communication from my God. I am the rose, and the rose is me. There's no illusion. There's just oneness. Now, we're consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and peace. And these bodies that our gods are in, the heart mind, the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the higher self, the soul, the spirit, the God, the pure consciousness, all one. And we all are heaven on this earth. And every single step we take, we are creating paradise. We cannot not. The soul is the heaven, the body is the earth. The soul is divine perfection. And we've learned to shine our light, which emanates from the gods that we are, outward. Not like a flashlight, 360 degrees all around us. It fans out. We're saturating all of our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep, 24/7. We're saturating all life, head to toe, inside and out. The highest supreme value in the universe. We're transforming this planet. We're transforming the civilization. We are the collective consciousness. It is our intent. So if you were to look at this planet, try it through your heart, mind's motion picture. See it aglow with billions of gods, consciously aware, creating paradise every step of the way and shining their light throughout the universe. You see a God planet that's glowing with the God force, love, light, energy. Now, we have parts. Every one of us are parts of each other. And we seek out the parts of ourselves that are conscious and that are aware that they're conscious. So the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Christ, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. The archangels are a civilization that vibrate at a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But we meet with them more than we know. And sometimes, after we've met with them, it does come over us that we did meet with one and that we did talk with one. And they deliver the message, the same message, but it's delivered in many different ways. But isn't it magna glorious, absolutely spectacular and wonderful to be alive in these bodies right now? And it is. And it always has been. And it always will be. Ever, beyond, and forever. Now, they can surround any one of us in the tens of thousands because of their vibrational frequency. They can hold a large number in a small area. And it's all bliss. And they are part of us. We're part of them. Remember, the only illusion on all of this is separation. Ascended masters have mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We have ascended into physical form, are mastering physical form. We are creating our experiences to perfect our creation. And if we do discover, when we travel within and we stay within, and discover the gods that we are, we will also discover that we are the light. That we don't follow any light because we are the light. So when we do decide to leave these bodies, we won't follow the light. Now, we call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings out there that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in the Gugaplexes. One Gugaplex will fill this universe with no sacred space to spare. They come in trillions of Gugaplexes from trillions of universes, and they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in the Gugaplexes, they are with us now, consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now. And in the billions, they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms, on and above and below this planet, in this now. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming this circle of light and complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in the trillion shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we've never seen. As a matter of fact, we only see 1% of what is, with the eyes that we do have with these bodies. The ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they are with us now, consciously. They're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, prosperity, abundance, tranquility, benevolence. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love. And our God, force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation. This circle of light is so brilliant and bright, it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone to even compare to the brilliance of this circle of light. And this emanates from the gods that we are, shining our light outward. And we are flooding all of our brothers and sisters head to toe, inside and out, awake or asleep, with pure, deep, eternal love. 24/7. Always. Can you see and feel why this planet cannot not be liberated? Can you see and feel that this planet, this civilization, is ascending and cannot be stopped? We begin to ascend above the planet. As we do, we come in contact with this massive ocean of glitter everywhere. Trillions of beautiful, vibrant, multicolored lights flashing, reflecting everywhere. It's like 1,000 times more than one of those ballroom globes that turns and shoots sparkling light everywhere. Now we see the mirrors. They're microscopic. They're perfectly etched that the source of these reflexes are coming from. You can move right into those mirrors. Period. And we find out that they're reflections of all of us back and forth to each other gathered for this meditation. All that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, consciously aware. Hundreds of millions of us on and off world. We are all teachers and students with each other. We are always learning. We will always learn on this journey infinity journey. It's absolutely spectacular that we acknowledge and we are consciously aware that we are each teachers and students with each other. We continue to ascend above this planet. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. Then we are met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, we are imbued with a white fire armor. This emanates from the gods that we are within these bodies. It is impenetrable. It cannot be breached. No demon possession, no attachments, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies. Nothing can affect it, nor come near it. Yet, only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, through greed, envy, fear, anxiety, anger, hatred, lies, manipulation, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you're immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring it in. We can transmute all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. We send them to pure consciousness where they are vaporized. They are no more. We are then met with a violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the clouds in the sky. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the trees and the forests, the soils. We are the animals. We are everything, and everything is us. So the next time that you see a vista, a sunset, or a sunrise, or a dark, starry lit night sky, it is you. You're the beauty. You're the divinity. You're all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, forever. It is you, and you are it. We continue to ascend above this planet. Some of us step outside our physical form and hover effortlessly above them if we're carrying physical form. And why do we do that? Because we can. We come into complete contact with this massive crystalline light tower. We all created this tower. It's larger than this solar system. In the center of the column, we see this oblong sphere. It has this golden white ball of light, and it's surrounded by multiple colored rings of light. And they're all sending out massive waves. It's almost like a warm mist. It penetrates all of us head to toe, inside and out. It is constant, always. The golden white ball of light is pure, deep, eternal love. Then we have gratitude, peace, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness. well-being, great wealth, great abundance, great prosperity, tranquility, benevolence. It's endless. We discover that it is us. It is the gods that each and every single one of us are. It's phenomenal to understand this. At the top of this column, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it's doing right now, as it's done forever, flooding each and every single one of us, head to toe, inside and out, with pure, deep, eternal love of that which we all are. All of us are the drops of that golden ocean, and we also contain the essence of that golden ocean. And that ocean, that golden ocean, is the drops, us, and we, the drops, are that golden ocean. And the only illusion is fear and separation. We see our meditative sphere at set center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds nearly 1,400 of our meditations in perpetual motion. Hundreds of millions of us on and off world. And all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. It floods us all continuously. It floods us all with the love that we all are, with the peace that we all are, with the gratitude that we are. It's flooding us, saturating us. Think of the ocean and think of never being separate from that ocean. This is why this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it continues to intensify. This is why it continues to expand. Flooding us all. You are the greatness. All of us are. We are the love. We are the gratitude. We're the joy. We are all those who are consciously aware, parts of the collective consciousness, all gods who make up the one God. Our intention is complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, and all of the civilizations of it, into higher frequencies of deep, pure, eternal love, gratitude, peace. And that is what we're witnessing. And we are the change, the shift, the ascension, the transformation, the new earth. We all deserve the best of everything, and we will all experience the best of everything in the new earth. And it has already begun. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly and easily. Turn within and become liberated, because it's all a dream. Robert Adams. Know who you are. Know you're the God through the heart mind. Know you're not the body. Know that you are the ascension, the liberation, the divine perfection. It is you. It is each and every single one of us. And once you discover this, truly, you will celebrate every single second of your existence. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we'll return here, May 10th, 2021, Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation.